Hello, this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com, and today I'll be giving you a video demonstration of the SoloStar 2 juicer by TriBest. The SoloStar 2 juicer is a single auger juicer. You may have seen my other YouTube video demonstrating the Omega juicers, the Omega single auger juicers, the 8003, 8005, and 8006. Now the SoloStar 2, this is the Cadillac of single auger juicers here, and let me show you why if you want to zoom in here. I'm going to take apart the juicer and show you how easy it is to take apart, okay? So first, you get to take out the pusher, then you have a funnel, and then you have an end cap here that rotates off. End cap comes off. The screen comes out. Now look how large that screen is compared to the Omega screen. On one hand, the screen's a lot harder to clean because there's a lot more holes, but on the other hand, there's a lot more area on this screen for juice to come out. So this machine will yield more juice than the Omega, but it is harder to clean. Now let's take a look at this auger. The auger comes right out. Look how long that auger is. This auger is quite a bit longer than the Omega auger, and once again, this will mean that you will get a larger yield when you're juicing. And then there's a collar here. You just hit the lever and this piece will come out. So when you're done juicing, this juicer is very, very, very easy to clean, except for scrubbing down this piece, which is probably the most time consuming. Now you do get a special brush to clean the juicer when you're done juicing. So we're going to put it back together. We'll show you how easy it is to assemble. So you'll take this piece, put it on there, and rotate the collar, lock it into place. You'll take the auger here, shove that into the machine and turn it. It'll lock into place. You'll take the screen, and I need to tell you, on the screen there's a, you'll see there's a little ridge on the top here, and it says upper on the top there. So I mean, this screen has to go in, this side facing up. Then you put the, I'll usually put this piece on. This piece basically puts some tension on the pulp to let the pulp get completely dry before it comes out of the machine. You'll put it on the end cap, and then you'll put this part on the machine and turn it and lock it into place, and you'll put the funnel on. Now on the top of the machine you'll see there's a reverse on and off. Basically you'll be using the on and off. The reverse is only if the machine does get clogged up or backed up for some reason. So we'll turn the machine on. It's really quiet, you can barely hear it running here. And when you're juicing in this machine's really excellent for juicing things like leafy greens and wheatgrass and celery. It'll juice carrots, but it's not the best for juicing carrots. But today we're lucky to have some fresh wheatgrass. So we're literally going to take the wheatgrass and cut the wheatgrass. And you can just take the wheatgrass and put it right in the juicer. Now whatever juicer you decide to juice wheatgrass with, keep in mind, juicing wheatgrass blades, they don't have a lot of juice compared to something like a carrot, so you're not going to get a whole lot of juice out of it. You can see this juicer's already putting out some juice of the wheatgrass here. Now when you're juicing, anything you're juicing in this juicer, you don't want to overload the juicer. You want to, feed it a consistent rate. So we're going to put a little bit at a time, let it work its way through the juicer before we put in more. If we crammed it all in at once, it's going to tend to, bog down the machine. It's not going to work as well. So when you're juicing this machine, you want to alternate the produce you're juicing. So you would put in some, say you're doing a combination, we're also going to be juicing some kale, chard, I have a couple apples, and some carrots. So you want to rotate the produce you're juicing. So, we're going to put in a little bit of carrot, followed by some kale here. And if you want to focus on this as a pulp's coming out, so we'll put some kale in, some carrot, push that down in there, some apple, some chard makes some wonderful juice. Now my recommendation is when you're juicing, you want to juice 3/4 of a glass full of, something like carrots and celery and cucumbers, and maybe 1/4 of the glass some dark leafy greens. Dark leafy greens are probably some of the best things you can juice, but they can be pretty strong tasting. So you want to temper the juice down with, something like carrots, celery, or cucumbers, or even something like romaine lettuce really works well. So on this machine, besides getting a juicing screen that has the holes, you get a blank plate. So the blank plate is good for maybe like things like mincing up things and making frozen sorbets. One of my favorite things to do is taking some ripe bananas, and then I'll peel them and freeze them, and then I'll put them through this machine with a blank plate. It'll make something like frozen yogurt consistency, but it's 100% frozen bananas. It's a lot better. Say you're trying to improve your diet, for example. You can start eating frozen bananas, 100% frozen bananas, instead of that ice cream. It's going to be a lot less calories. It's 100% fruit and give me a lot better for you. So you're going to put a couple more carrots and some apples in here. Some more kale. And you can see this pulp coming out here. It's pretty dry. And the amazing thing about this juicer that you can't do with all juicers is actually you can take that pulp, put it right back through the machine, and it'll press out the pulp even drier. It'll get that pulp even drier for you. So once again, this machine needs hard fiber to push the produce through the machine. So if you're doing apples, we wouldn't just put, all our apples straight, at one time. We put an apple and, followed by a carrot. So now you can see this, this really dry pulp here. So this is the SoloStar 2 juicer. This is the Cadillac of the single auger juicers. The main reason being it has a longer auger, and it will yield more than, the other demo I did on the Omega. But keep in mind, this juicer, it's a little bit longer to clean. The Omega, for example, takes me about, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. This one maybe take me, 3 to 4 minutes to clean. So this is John Kohler, discountjuicers.com. Be sure to visit discountjuicers.com/YouTube for a special video and special prices for our YouTube visitors. Thank you very much.